Welcome everybody to Mullins Over Music, the podcast where we mull over musical quandaries and talk about stuff. Today I have a special guest. I'll let him introduce uh himself to you guys.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Giuseppe, and I'm the bassist of a band called Prospective, and we are from Italy, from Bologna. And yeah, it's a pleasure to be here, and let's have a chat
Yeah,
together.
let's do it, man. I'm glad to have you.
Thank you so much. I'm glad.
So, got a couple funny questions for you before we get into the deep music questions.
Yeah, let's
So,
go. Let's
what?
break the ice.
Yeah, let's do it. So, let's see here. There's so many interesting ones. I don't. Okay, here's the first one. Are chiropractors real doctors or just people doing back-breaking work?
um, well, I've seen a couple of videos, really scary ones, where chiropractors like make their moves and they make like these really scary sounds. I think they're actually breaking stuff. I don't really know how can they br- make that sounds and doing something positive for my body. But I think they know their shit.
Yeah, it it's definitely. I have I think it's a great uncle who is a chiropractor.
Okay.
Um, I met him only like twice, but
Okay.
he cracked my back. It felt good. It didn't do anything long term, but that's my personal experience from it.
Okay. I've never experienced a chiropractor, but I definitely should because my back is like destroyed. I've been like through 2 weeks of touring with another band, and you know, van life. You sleep in the van. You sleep whenever you can for not many hours, and so then you unload the van, load the van, and yeah, it's pretty tough stuff. And I was not really used to. So yeah, I should. Yeah, you can make a call to your ankle. Maybe we can do this together.
Sounds good. Um, I will actually ask you in a little bit about what your load in load out process is like because I have a special section for this called Gear Talk, Great Talk that we'll get into. Because who doesn't love gear, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So the next funny question for you, uh, is Santa Claus, because we're getting into Christmas, is the concept of Santa Claus creepy or just is he creepy or is he just super nice with no boundaries?
Well, that's a tough question because if you think about that, Santa is basically someone that breaks into your house, and that's just a bit creepy, but it brings good stuff. But I don't know if I'll be happy to, let a stranger enter my house that day of the year and, leave whatever he wants. It depends on the gift and what he throw to me. I mean,
He's gonna bring you a
but
new bass guitar.
I really hope, but it's uh, I mean, many years that he doesn't come in my house and leave me anything. So I guess we're not friends anymore.
That's a shame. I'll put in a good word for you.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
A good base would be awesome.
Which kind do you want? I'll make sure to get specific.
Well, I'm pretty in love with Dingwall's Canadian bass guitar shop, and yeah, Dingwall would be absolutely a good one, but also the new Aristides. I don't know if you know the company Aristides from. I think it's Netherlands, and
Yeah.
they make these incredible instruments made of a strange material called uh, Irium. Just I don't know if that's the correct name, but yeah, they're super lightweight and they sound incredible. And they just made a new bass and looks great. It looks really great, and the finishes are absolutely stunning. So yeah, that
I'm
will
gonna
be a good one.
look at that. I'm am looking into the market of getting another bass guitar.
Yeah.
I've just got an Ibanez six string sitting over here next to me.
Oh, so you're a bassist?
Uh, I'm a bassist and guitar player, yeah,
Okay.
primarily.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, Ibanez is they've been my really first instruments, and they're really good, really good. But for modern metal with really low tunings, dingles and multi-scale stuff is like a must. You have to have a multi-scale. But Ibanez also make fun fret instrument, and they sound great, really. So you have good bass.
So you're a multi-scale type of person. You like multi-scale better?
Yeah, I really like because with my bands we play really low tunings like F0, and so with other standard instruments you can't really play that stuff. So it's a must, and it's really a good thing that they sound incredible. So I'm pretty much in love with these instruments.
Cool. I gotta say, I have not played a fan fret, but
Okay.
knowing several people now that play fan fret, I almost feel like I have to play a fan fret now because everyone's convinced me. You've convinced me. My buddy Cole's convinced me. I got to at this point.
Yeah, I mean, for a bass, it's mm, a really good thing because with really low tunings and low notes, it helps a lot, and it's also very scary at the beginning. But once you play it, it's really ergonomic for your hand, and I think it could be a little bit difficult for guitarists, because with chords and a different use of the left hand or right hand if you're lefty. It could be a really tough one,
Okay.
but I'm lucky to say it's not my problem.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna start off with uh one of my I say this about every question. I should just stop saying it. I say everything's my favorite question. It's just fun to talk, I guess. We're gonna start off by going back to a very young Giuseppe. We're gonna go back to the beginning
Yeah.
and ha- tell me how you got into music and how you got into playing bass, and kind of walk me through it up to getting into perspective.
Okay, so my journey in music started when I was 13. Now I'm 30, so it's been a pretty long journey. And the thing that really got me into music was a film, a movie, and that was School of Rock. I don't know if you
Yeah,
know the movie. I think yes,
that
with
film.
Jack Black, and that was because I always saw, mm, guys playing guitars and having a band, but that was uh, an adult thing, and for me that why I was a kid, that was not possible, or was so distant in my life. And watching that movie, I saw these kids extremely talented at playing instruments doing that cool stuff, that rock stuff. And so something happened in me, and I just said, I have to do this absolutely. And then I initially started with bass. I've always been a bassist, and that was because I saw, after that movie, I saw many videos on YouTube. Of course, when you type that exciting stuff for kids like bass solo, super speed bass solo, and it happened to see um, Red Hot Chili Peppers bassist Flea, and that played slap bass, and that was magic to me. I didn't really know that bass could be that interesting and could do so much stuff and having so much different type of sounds. So I got into my city school music, and I started my bass lessons for like 4 or 5 years, I think. And then I got, um, from the first year, yeah, with my first band. It was a cover band, and then I had many bands. The next one was a Viking metal band when
Okay.
I was like 15 to 16, something like that. And then, you just listen a lot of music. I fell in love with metalcore and with something more extreme, more modern. And so I joined an hardcore band, and then, with knowing people and doing networking and stuff, got many friends, and other friends needed a bassist for their metalcore band, and so I joined, and that's the way I joined Prospective, for people knowing me in the scene, and in the metalcore scene in Italy. And yeah, I joined in the 2000, I think it was 20 2020. Yeah, right before the COVID start. I
Oh,
made like one show with them, with their for their release party of the album All We Have, and then COVID started. So it was a glorious entrance in Prospective.
yeah. Playing
And
a show and then sitting out during COVID.
yeah, exactly. So, um, but that was so much fun, because we have a really talented manager, Adam, and he follows us in everything. He's like very, very intelligent for band stuff. He's very. Um, he had this idea of doing also a live streaming concert on Twitch that we recorded and used. We uploaded on YouTube, and that was our way to be present in the scene and doing our stuff, uh, even if the COVID, of course, didn't allow us to do that. And we used the COVID period to write new music, doing new stuff, and we had uh, a really difficult period because our singer, ex-singer Pietro, and also our old guitarist Davide left the band. So we were like on our knees, really. And then in the last year, like 1 year and a half ago, we discovered Daniele, which is the actual singer of the band. And Daniele brings like a completely different um, type of screaming, type of singing, and we changed a lot our music because of that, and we are super happy with the results. And you can see a huge change in our last album that we released like less than 2 months ago, at the end of October. So yeah,
Yeah,
maybe I'm just I made a long journey from my 13 year starting with bass, but yeah, here we are.
that's a great journey, man. I appreciate you going in depth like that. And the
Oh,
new
thank you.
album, it absolutely rips. I love it.
Oh, I'm so really
I've been
happy
giving
about
it
that. Thank you.
I've been giving it spins. I always go through a discography of a band. I call it my band homework. Yeah, the idea is I go through and I gotta when I have somebody come on, I gotta listen to everything that they put out so I know what to talk about, especially when they put out a new album, especially one as good as the new one Reasons to Leave.
Yeah, we had a really big change. If you listen to our first albums, it was really a more prog metal stuff, and then evolved in something more catchy, more modern, more
Metalcore.
metalcore-ish stuff. And it's and that was a really a natural change for us. And time changes and music evolves, and what we listen evolves and changes in every day. So one other thing that is really interesting to me is that nowadays music is so fast. I mean, you listen to one thing one day, and it's modern sounding for like 1 month, 2 months, and then it changes. They, it's really difficult to stay uh,
I love it.
to be on point,
Yeah,
But the cool thing to me is doing your stuff, because nobody is doing what you are doing, and being yourself, being your music, and not being afraid of what you're doing is the winning card.
yeah, absolutely. Now,
It's not
yeah,
it's not always winning, but it's the thing to me.
it's more genuine.
Yeah, exactly. Also, yeah.
So, you mentioned Flea being uh one of the first bass players that really and one of the biggest, one of the inspirations for you. That's where they're always going with that.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
what other inspirations do you take from when it comes to playing bass?
Well, I have always been a fan of Michael Manring. I don't know if you know that guy, but it's an amazing bass player. It's a jazz bass player, and he does really strange stuff with his bass. He has a really strange bass with uh, some special keys that can detune at the moment, and plays a lot of harmonics, and it's a solo bassist, and it's a really uh, it's I don't know how to say, it's a really cool stuff, because if you see on the internet, it's really difficult to find a solo bass player. They're always in a band, they're always in a band, yeah.
Yeah,
And he does this incredible stuff in solo, and there was really inspiration to me. And also for more modern and metal stuff, of course, Nolly from Periphery, but more for the sound of his bass than he's playing. And also Felipe Andreoli from Angra. Don't know if you know.
Yeah.
It's a power metal band from Brazil, I think. And yeah, I think these are the major inspiration to me.
Okay. I dig it, man. I like your variety of inspiration. Plus, a solo bass player is pretty cool.
Yeah, a lot.
You don't got enough of those, honestly.
Yes, it's really difficult to do that. So when you find someone that does that, it's like gold. There is also Jaco Pastorius. Jaco Pastorius, cannot not I can't mention it. It's the genius of the bass, but it's that was too easy.
Yeah. So let's go into more of how you write for bass, because and how a perspective song is made in general. How does it go about? Does everybody usually come up with different ideas that they bring to the table, or how does that work exactly?
Well, the initial idea starts from our drummer, actually, which is a polyinstrumentist. It's a really good guitarist. It's a bassist. It's a drummer. It's a composer. You know, and so the initial idea comes from him. Then the second part, where we put all our effort, is the chorus, and that is made from our singer and guitarist Luca, which has this incredible voice to me, and we're super happy with him. And then we meet together, we see all the parts, and there's like an exchange of ideas, and we write together in front of a computer, and everyone tells what should be important to sound of his instrument. For me, for my bass, I really work with our drummer Flavio, because rhythmic sections work together. So
Okay.
yeah, basically that's the process. And another big thing is when the songs are done, we usually produce them with some of our friends here in Italy that are amazing, talented producers like Federico Ascari, that made a lot of records. Also work with Indestruction, uh, and is really known in Italy for the metal scene and metal stuff that he made, and he's doing actually. And we also worked with another producer from Milan called Davide Rolli, and also with the guitarist of Stain the Canvas. And yeah, they made sound design, they added effects and stuff like that to our music. And yeah, that's a new process that we are inserting in our music, but we are super happy with the results, and we're definitely going to do that again in the future for new songs.
Of course, man. I mean, you should be proud of your results. They sound great, and it's doing pretty good too.
Yeah, thank you. You happy about that? Thank you so much.
Um, so what is your favorite song that you guys wrote off of this new record? And then what's your favorite to play live? If you guys have had the chance to practice or play them live yet.
Yeah, we played basically not all the songs live, but the most of them. And my personal favorite to listen is Alone, because it has this incredibly powerful beginning, and then there is this chorus that stuck into your head. And yeah, it's a pretty complete song. It has everything that I like. And my favorite to play live, I think I'd say Alone again, but also Trapped is really fun. It's really
Okay.
fun because it's more simple to play, and it's more, you know,
Energetic.
stupid, stupid to play with this that stuff. It's really fun to play.
I totally get that, man. That's I've had somebody call those caveman riffs, the just pure
Yeah,
ball,
that
you know, almost
exactly that.
a almost a Meshuggah vibe to it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly that stuff. It's really fun to play live to me, and yeah, I think also um, uh, Disconnected is really good to play live because it's more hardcore stuff. Very, you know, it's fun to see people moving in front of you with really speed stuff.
Yeah, of course. What's the hardest song to play?
Okay, the hardest song I'd say maybe Fake Routine.
Okay.
Fake Routine because it has a lot of string skipping and you have to be really focused on playing it live. And so for me, that I'm a really moving bassist on the stage, I have to take a compromise with that because I can't move really much, but I want because it really comes natural to me. But also I have to take care of playing the right notes at the right timing and being focused on the song and do screams to reinforce the vocals and do that stuff. Yeah, I think Fake Routine is pretty tough.
Okay. Um, so what I love asking this question because people have different opinions on this. Do you have any guilty pleasure songs? And if you do, what are they?
You mean from our album or in general?
Just in general, stuff you love to listen to. Like, are you
Okay,
secretly a Taylor Swift fan?
okay. Um, I gotta say, um, I'm maybe maybe I should check my Spotify. There's a lot of embarrassing stuff in it.
I should ask you what your Spotify Wrapped was.
Oh shit. Worst. Okay. Um, maybe could be like something with Michael Jackson. I don't know. Love Michael Jackson, but
Tastes
I
like
think yeah, I like to listen to a lot of stuff and not really embrace to listen to anything.
yeah, of course.
I just like everything. Music is inspirational and good in any time, and but it's a okay, like a Virgin from Madonna. Okay, that was the last one that I listened.
That's a good one. You know she's on TikTok now, right?
Really?
Yeah, Madonna is on TikTok, and it's strange.
Oh God.
She's been making kissy faces to the screen and stuff for her TikToks, and
Oh my God. Should check it, or maybe not. I don't know.
uh, I don't know. She's
I don't know if
definitely
I
funny.
want, but something in my body wants.
I would check it out to see, um, just to see it.
For science purpose. Yeah.
Yeah, for scientific reasons. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, when you guys are in the van, what do you guys like to listen to the most? You guys listen to music? Do you listen to podcasts? What
We
are you
usually
listening?
listen to. I'd say Backstreet Boys,
Okay.
and yeah, a lot of trap music, and a lot of also R&B, and you know, not metal, not really metal, because our singer is like really into it. Our guitarist and singer Luca is really into R&B and soul music, trap. So he has a lot of fun singing in the van, singing with us, and he's always that guy that went to you. Listen to this. Listen to this song. It's amazing. Talks about bitches and gold.
Love
Yeah,
it.
our life is like that. I think. Yeah,
Okay.
we listen to many different type of music, but not metal.
I find that a lot of bands don't typically listen to metal when they're in the car, driving from venue to venue. I think that well, I want to hear what your thoughts are, but my thoughts on that are that you're playing metal every night, that you don't really want to hear more metal while you're driving. You want to break from it for your ears.
Yeah, I think that's correct. I mean, you play metal uh, for all night, then you're in a metal tour. You're always with metal in your head, and so you listen something else to relax your head, to just empty your ears, and listen new stuff, and it's more relaxing also.
Yeah, of course. In the mornings, on Friday mornings when I'm on my way to work, you'll never guess what I listen to.
Okay.
I listen to my own podcast.
Well, that's a really difficult thing to do. I mean, if you're not used to listen to your voice, uh, I'd say that I also listen to my band's music sometimes, because when you you make music and then you listen to after a few months, a few weeks, it sounds different. Just sounds different. You really hear if your music is good. It's if everything is okay, because when you listen to when you are in your writing period, you're when you're about to release a new album, you have your music in your ears every day, every single day, and so the more you listen, the more difficult is to say if it's good or not. Maybe something is good, but you can really tell in that moment because you listen to that like 100 times, and then you listen to it after 1 month, and it sounds good, and that is really important to me because it's you put yourself in the perspective of a new listener, and yeah, it's a good thing, and I didn't know that could be useful also for a podcast. But yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah, it's I always listen back. I go, well, I could have asked that question a little better. Or I go, I know what that doesn't sound nearly as bad as I thought it would be.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. You put yourself in a different perspective. Yeah,
Yeah. I'm usually a lot harder on myself when it comes to when it comes to stuff from me. I'm always like the guests are so great, but I could ask better questions, and then I go back and I'm like, oh, I didn't sound as sick as I thought I was.
well, that's also really important, as in music, as in podcast, as in everything. Having um, that little part of not being happy of what you're doing, because that gives you the space to improve yourself, to improve your questions, to improve your music, whatever you're doing, your work, and we also have some stuff that we are not 100% happy, and we always say, "Oh, we could have done better." That passage, that rhythmic section, that chorus, we could have done it better. But that's a really good thing because in the next album, you know that, so you're doing better. The thing is always doing better and having that space for doing that. If you're completely 100% happy with your record, your podcast, whatever, I think uh, that's not a 100% good thing to me.
That makes sense. It's
Sense?
almost kind of like you're not being honest with yourself.
Um, Jack, you mean um, um, that
Or
you're not doing the stuff you like? I didn't get your
uh,
question.
uh, I said it feels like you're not being honest with, you know, leaving room for improvement because it's almost like, well, if you're completely 100% happy with everything you do, is it is it really going anywhere for you? Like, are you truly happy with it, you know?
Yeah, that's the point. I mean, if you're really 100% happy with it, uh, I don't think that is a completely good thing to me. It's important to have like 80 to 90 percent of the work good, but having that 10% off, we could do better. It's a good stuff. It's really the point.
Yeah, of course. So now we're getting into the best part of every episode of the podcast. Gear talk, great talk is what I call it. I gotta
Okay.
ask you, what's your gear look like? Like what kind of bass are you using? To get as detailed as you want to get with bass. You can go pickups, string gauges, the amp,
Okay.
whatever you use. I want to hear it all.
Okay. Let's go. Um, so starting with the bass, as I said before, I use Dingwall basses, and we have uh, 3 or 4 different tunings for our live show, and that allows me to bring with myself 2 basses.
Okay.
That makes me really happy. Uh, Not my back, but I'm really happy. And I have Dingwall basses. I use with Prospective a 5 string and a 6 string, and the 5 string is a blue one,
Ooh,
and yes, 2 pickups. It's an NG2, and has a dark glass preamp in it, and that goes straight into a dark glass pedal, dark glass X Ultra, and it has also a cab sim in it. And so I go straight from the DI of the pedal into the mixer of the rack of the band, and that goes to the front of house and in the computer in the mix, and yeah, that's basically it. And I use the 5 string for F0 tuning and G sharp tuning, and I use the 6 string one, which is golden, um, in for drop D tuning.
okay.
And the signal process is more or less the same. I just adjust the sound a little bit with my preamp, but yeah, that's it. That's it. And our guitarist has also really good stuff. He has Skervesen guitars. I don't know if you know the company,
Not too
and they make these incredible looking guitars. It has he's endorsed by Skervesen, and they made a custom guitar for him with the with Prospective logo on the 12th fret, and like he looks gorgeous. The guitar is matte black with golden uh, golden mechanics, you know.
Yeah.
And my bass is golden with black mechanics, so it kind of it's really good to see live. And he uses a camper, and that's it. I really can't say anything about drums because I really don't understand anything of drums.
I get it.
um, but yeah, we use an in-ear monitoring system, so we don't have physical amps or cabinets on the stage. All goes into our in-ears and in front of house. That's it.
Okay, I dig it, man. What's your in-ear mix like?
My in-ear mix has a lot of drums, the click, and my bass is pretty high in the mix, um, because I really need to focus on what I'm playing, because with really low tunings, it's it's really easy to skip a fret with fan frets with low lights in the stages, and so I really have to be focused on my sound, and drums is crucial, and yeah, the click. I don't really like to have voice too high, and yeah, that's it.
Okay. Because you were talking about in-ear
Yeah,
having in-ears, and I was like, I gotta ask what the in-ear mix is. I love knowing what how you have it in the mix there, because it's so interesting. Everybody has a different process of how they want it in the mix. Sometimes they completely omit certain instruments or whatever. It's so interesting.
yeah, it's really interesting, as you said, because I've been in tour the last 2 weeks with another band. They have also in-ear monitoring system, but they have a pretty different type of approach with it. They don't have the constant click during the song, but they have a really good drummer, so they really don't need click, and they use iPads for making their own mix. Each one has an iPad,
Huh,
and yeah, it's really new stuff to me. But that was great. I find myself good with it.
that sounds pretty cool. If you find out what it is, let me know so I can use that myself, because that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't really know what was the software behind that because I'm not really into computer and programming stuff.
Yeah, of course.
But that was really on point. Having your iPad, seeing the mixer with all the volumes, you that you can change also during the live show or during the rehearsals, and it's really fast, and it's very personal. So you have your own mix always ready to go, and that was great. That was really great.
That is pretty cool. Uh, I see you got a lot of cool instruments back there. Uh,
Yeah.
you want to walk me through what each of them are?
Okay. So this is my first bass ever that I bought myself. It's an Ibanez
Oh, cool.
5 string, and that was my best friend when I was like 15 to 16, because he walked me through all my bands. And I played uh, I played Viking metal with it. I played hardcore. I played whatever. Really, it's really a really versatile instrument. And then I got my second Ibanez. which is a 6 string that I really don't use anymore, but it's really good looking mahogany body.
Oh, that is nice. I like the
Uh,
mahogany.
I don't know. It's not not really mahogany. I don't really know. It's bubinga,
Oh, but
something. Yeah, and then I have another dingwall that I use with another band, and this is tuned to F0.
okay.
It has a really thick string. It's one 175 for
Ooh,
the F0. Yeah,
okay.
it's a really big one. And then I have a Jackson guitar that I use just to write music whenever I'm inspired.
Yeah, of course.
uh, then I have the other dingwall that I use with Prospective, which is this the golden one.
That's so pretty. I dig it, man. Cool.
That's the last one I bought, and it's tuned to standard. Finally, standard instrument. Yeah, I bought it because I was so tired of always use drop tunings and not having instruments to play at home for relaxing myself. So I thought, yeah, why not? Looks good, plays good. It's standard tuning, so I can play every day, whatever I like. Yeah, I needed that.
This is my bass guitar. I used to have another Ibanez. This is the 6 string Ibanez sound gear. I got
I think I don't see your video actually.
see if I can fix that. Because Zoom's very odd about how it does things. There we go. Is that better?
I'm not seeing anything like black screen.
Well, just imagine.
Okay, okay, okay. Now I see you.
Okay, cool. So this is the six.
Woo!
It's in black.
Nice. Yeah,
It's not a fan fret.
yeah.
That
It's very similar to mine, but it's 6 string. Cool.
you gotta really reach your fingers down here.
Yeah. Nice bass.
And then I've got a 7 and 8 string that are almost as thick as the bass.
Which A string do you have?
I have a Schecter 8 string.
Oh,
Good job.
oh, Schecter is great.
Yeah. Here you go.
It's the Jeff Loomis signature one.
Um, this is the Diamond series.
Ah, okay.
Uh, I love it, man. I got it for $100.
$100, really?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a deal.
I have all the guitars I have over here. I don't believe I spent full price on a single one of them.
Okay, right, that's good.
The most
Uh,
expensive one over here was $300. That was the
okay,
guitar.
that's good, man. I had the I was lucky enough to buy Dingle bass when they were cheaper than now. Now they're pretty much expensive. You know, they're like 1,000 more price.
Yeah, what?
I paid like 1.9, and now they're 2.7, 2.8, something like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna get me one eventually, but in the meantime, I'll have to wait.
Yeah, but Ibanez sounds good, really.
Oh
So
yeah,
it's a good bass. Is it a 34 scale length? Yeah, I think.
yeah, it is.
Okay.
I love it, man. It's got a good low end on it. Active pickup there. They're just the Ibanez pickups. But they sound good.
Yeah, they sound really good. I mean, sometimes I use it for recording stuff or doing something. I used it for a Protest the Hero cover that I put on Instagram, and for that kind of stuff is really amazing. For that more old kind of metal, really sounds perfect to me. I love it.
Yeah,
Still
man.
love it.
So you mentioned School of Rock getting you into film into music. Are you a big film guy?
I'm a film guy, yes. I'm not like that expert. I'm just like driven by my self emotions and what I like to see. Um, I don't know if that makes me an expert, but I really like to see movies. Yeah.
What's give me your top three favorite movies of all time?
Oh.
I know it's a tough question.
No. Okay. 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 The first one should be the Lord of the Rings for sure because I'm a really nerd guy and love it. I really love the film, the all that comes around with it. And the other one should be yeah, of course. Um, I don't know if you saw the last Spider-Man that came out, the animated one, Across the Spider-Verse.
You know, it's on my list to see because I was gonna take my little brother to see it because he wanted to go see it so badly, and then he ended up watching it with his friend, and I was like, well, okay, then I guess I won't watch it then. But
Yeah,
I'm gonna end up watching it at some point before
yeah,
the
you
end of the
definitely
year is
show.
out.
It's graphically, it's a masterpiece. I don't know. You can also watch it without hearing anything, staying there, and every frame is golden. It's so good to see. It's a pleasure for your eyes.
Did you hear about how they hired a 14-year-old to do the Lego scene?
What?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. Oh,
Jesus.
there's a cat behind me.
That's a cat. I love cats. What's his name?
This
No,
is
that's the important part.
this is Nuggy. Hi,
Nagi.
Nuggy.
Hi, Nagi. Nice to meet you.
And his brother is asleep next to me. His name is Remy.
Wow. Wow. I love cats. They're so cute.
These two are rambunctious. They're called the Terrible Twos. And-
Love them.
oh, I forgot about Tater Tot. They're the Three Musketeers.
Ah, okay. There's another one. So there's three of them.
We call Tater Tot Dictator.
Oh, dictator.
He's a spicy cat.
I have two cats, but they're outside now. They're doing their cat shit in the city.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, back to the 14-year-old. Yeah, he did the trailer in pure Lego form and posted it on YouTube, and they were so impressed that they had him come and do the Lego scene in the film.
No way. Really? I
Yeah,
didn't know. That's so cool.
it was all stop motion. They were so impressed with it, they had to hire him for it.
Yeah, because it's so difficult to record stop motion stuff to me. Really have must have a you have to be patient to do that. I mean, and imagine a 40 years old coming back to school and no, I stay in my room and do like 8 hours work for doing a 15-second scene. But yeah, it's amazing. There's not so much people that does that. I think.
No, I think it's just Artemin Studios that does it now. That's
Okay.
the only big studio that does it because they're doing a new Wallace and Gromit
Hmm.
movie game.
Okay.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah.
Uh, He likes to perch himself behind me while I'm doing the podcast and chill.
Is a real thing that orange cats are crazy, or is
Our orange cat crazy. What do you think, hon? Our orange cat's crazy? She said they're absolutely bonkers.
because I saw this meme on Instagram and on the social media of orange cat doing crazy stuff like being aggressive, and the second next being super cute, and no, they're pretty chaotic.
Yeah, they definitely are. They're sweet, of course,
Yeah, yeah,
uh,
definitely,
when they want to be, and then
exactly.
randomly in the middle of the night, these two will have a WWE wrestling match in the middle of the room. Yeah, and we have a little perch on the wall all the way across the room, and he'll get on top of it and jump from there on down to the bed, off the bed onto his brother, and they'll just roll across the room. It's
Parkour.
yeah, parkour. It's utterly ridiculous.
Uh,
It's honestly fun to watch, but fun fact about these cats, they love metalcore and deathcore.
how?
They
How's what?
other music they'll just randomly, they'll walk by whatever. As soon as they hear like metalcore or deathcore, they'll stop and sit there and listen.
Really? They stay
Yeah.
there? Listen. Whoa. Wow. That's a really cool thing. My cats, I think they hate music. Whenever I start listening to something, they're like, they want to go out.
They also really like Pokemon.
How is that possible?
I think
I mean,
it
the cartoon?
Yeah, the cartoon. They like the
Oh,
colors.
okay, okay. That's so
I
cute.
and I guess they like the sounds that the Pokemon make.
Yeah, yeah. That's,
'Cause we'll leave them like if we're going out, we'll turn the TV on and put on Pokemon and they'll just sit there like this and watch it. We'll
no
come
way.
back and it'll be on still and they'll just be sitting there watching it.
No way. Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's so cool.
it's absolutely hilarious. But they say cats have the mind of a a toddler. Yeah, so they have like the brain capacity of what a toddler would have.
Really?
Yeah, I don't remember exactly where I heard that, but yeah, cats are like tiny 3-year-olds.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes that makes really sense. A lot of sense. But sometimes they're really smart. When it comes to food or stuff like that, you know, they're really, really smart.
Oh yeah.
But my two are really incredible. They have like this biological clock at 6 in the morning. It's time to eat. No matter what, it's time to eat. and but other really simple stuff, they really don't understand it. Like when you put your cat documentaries on TV,
Yeah.
even after 20 years of doing that, they're always like, whoa, there's an enemy there. Who's there? Why there's a cat in the TV?
Yeah. It's like when dogs bark at other dogs on television.
Yeah, 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 exactly. Same stuff.
I don't know.
Crazy.
They're very interesting.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hilarious.
But dogs are, to me, I think they're a bit more, uh, sometimes intelligent with human emotions, maybe, but cats are more intelligent with for their personal advantage.
Yeah.
They don't really care about you, but for their stuff, yeah, they use 100% of their brains.
There was this one cat meme. This guy lost his cat and he was so distraught. Well, he finally found him and brought him home, or so he thought. A week or two later, a cat comes home and turns out it was his cat. He just had two look-alike cats by that point.
What?
The one cat just walked up to him and was like, you look cool. I'm going home with you." And he was like, he didn't know that it wasn't his cat. So now he has two identical black and white cats.
No way. Yeah, uh, I think that you know making that possible should be has been really difficult because cats are really uh, difficult to accept each other if they're new. I mean, it's easier when there's an older cat with a young cat. It's much easier to do that. But with two big cats, whoa, that's a war.
Yeah.
Totally
Absolutely.
not possible.
Well, I appreciate you indulging me in the cat conversation. I really
Yeah, I'm a cat guy, as you may know.
I'm a cat guy too.
Okay.
We're we're on the same page there. So you guys have the new record out, so I'm not gonna ask you about any new music yet.
Uh, we're working on new music because, as I said before, music nowadays is fast. You have to be always on point every year. You have to be there. If you don't put music like every, let's say, well, if you have an album, you can put like one song each month, more or less.
Yeah,
But then you cannot stay doing nothing musically for too much time. So we're planning to release new music. I think in February to May, something like that. Um, but
and
yeah, we just released this new album and it's still going pretty well. So we,
it
we're happy
sounds
with it.
great, and I'm excited to see what new music you guys put out. Um,
Yeah, I hope that it will be different,
yeah,
with something more, something different, with many contaminations from the outside, from maybe other people, other producers. I don't know, but we really love to change stuff and be something new.
of
You know,
course. And do you guys got any new shows coming up?
we have actually, um, yeah, we have many shows in the next year. And we have a tour, an European tour, planning on May, and maybe something in the future, like we're planning a UK tour,
Okay,
and we're trying to get in the Japanese market, that kind
cool.
of area, but it's a completely new thing. We are not doing confirmed shows for now, but
Okay,
that would be really a dream to play like in Tokyo or something like that. It's my personal dream.
that sounds like fun, man. Are
Yeah,
you guys are gonna have to come here to the U.S. I'm in North Carolina, so I'll show you the good Southern barbecue.
absolutely, yes, man, absolutely, man. The American tour is like very distant in my head, but that will be awesome. It will be a dream come true, and when if it will happen, uh, that will not be real to me. So I it's not. not even in my mind to do that, but just because it's just too good to happen. But I hope it will happen, of course.
I'm crossing my fingers for it. Yeah,
Yeah,
you guys
let's
come
hope.
down here. I'll show you all the highlights.
Oh,
The area.
nice. Can't wait. Really can't wait.
Okay, so this is my this is the last part of any episode. It's called the Dream Festival. Um,
Okay.
I do this with everybody because I stole it from the Downbeat podcast. Uh,
Yeah.
it's mine now because he don't like doing it no more. So
Yeah, it's
stealing
your
it. So I'm gonna walk you through it. We're gonna do your Dream Festival. The only thing is that Prospective is playing. So you guys have to play the festival, but you don't have to play everything. You know, it's a festival.
uh,
We're gonna have fun with it.
okay.
So we'll start with we got to start with the food, the catering. What kind of catering are you gonna have at your festival? It can be anything. You're not paying for it. What does it matter?
Okay. Good catering for us, I think, could be, uh, let's say, to me, I I'll be really happy with a gin tonic, with
Yeah.
lots of gin tonic and craft beers. Yeah, unlimited craft beers. I really be super happy with it, and we really enjoy everything about food. We're Italians, you know. We're super. Uh, we love our foods.
Of course.
Maybe having like someone from Naples doing fresh pizza out of the oven would be a total dream. Um, but also, I think lasagna could be great. Our typical food. And
You're making me hungry, man. Sounds delicious. Well, we're
but
having
if we're playing like not in Italy, I hope we're playing not in Italy. Um, Maybe in America will be great to eat some really good meat, you know, because you definitely have that thing of barbecues and stuff, cooking meat. Yeah, that would be amazing. Some really good ribs,
yeah.
steaks, you know. Yeah, that would be great.
I've
And
got a couple good barbecue places that
okay,
I know you guys will love down here.
yeah, sure, sure, man.
The whole 9 yards. They got the ribs, they got the the pulled pork, the
Pulled pork, yeah,
barbecue
nice.
chicken, everything you can imagine they got.
Okay, but is a personal curiosity, but is how is it called? Beer can chicken a thing?
Beer can chicken is a thing. I've never personally had it because I
Okay,
don't know where they sell that at. But yeah, it is a thing.
you see. So how does it work? You mean you put like a can of beer into the chicken, and then you put it on the fire? How does it work?
Um, so according to this, Google, because I've never seen it before.
Okay.
Uh, it's barbecue chicken. It's indirect grilling, usually using a partially filled can of beer that is placed in the chicken's
Oh, shit.
cavity prior to cooking. It's stood up vertically on the can with its legs.
Poor chicken.
Like
What a bad funeral.
your stepdad made it once. Is it good? So it's nothing special? Well, that's lame. She said it's nothing special.
Okay, not for the chicken, for sure. Being dead and with a can of beer in your ass. I mean, that's good.
The chicken definitely doesn't appreciate the can't up its butt. I don't think it appreciates being dead either. But yeah,
So chicken not at our catering. Okay,
yeah,
let's stay. Let's stay with the ribs.
sounds good. They can still smoke the chicken. You can have good smoked barbecue chicken. That's always really good.
Okay, nice.
Okay. I like your catering. So the next question, part of your dream festival is obviously where is it gonna be? It can be anywhere you want it to be.
Okay. Um, I'd really like to play in a in an arena. I
Okay.
think. I don't have a specific arena actually, uh, but I'm struggling deciding if doing an open show, in summer or something in the winter, like with something closed.
Yeah.
Uh, I think that a summer festival would be great. Summer festival in America, whatever you want. That will be a total dream. Yeah,
I like it, man. We have a lot of festivals here, so
yeah,
you guys have a lot of festivals in Europe too.
yeah. In Europe, yes, we don't have them in so much in Italy, but we are getting there.
Yeah.
In these last years, we're getting there.
We used to have one in North Carolina called Carolina Rebellion.
Okay.
It was very big. I don't know why they ended up it was I don't remember why they ended up canceling it. Guess they just didn't have enough money or something. They replaced it with another one, and then that only lasted a year because of COVID. COVID
Oh,
knocked it out, and then I haven't heard anything since then.
oh, it's a shame.
I've been to Furnace Fest in Alabama. That was good.
Okay.
Then I tried my wife and I tried Blue Ridge this year, and that was a mess. So not going back to that one if they have
Okay.
it again.
Okay.
If you just look up Blue Ridge Rock Fest 2023, you'll see what's up. People were mad, so mad that they were burning stuff.
What? Really?
Yeah,
Oh shit.
they're
I
burning
saw
stuff.
something
Yeah,
similar with there's a documentary on Netflix called Woodstock '99, I think.
yeah, yeah.
Something like that. But that was a really big thing. But wow, I didn't expect that. And a metal show with you know, having these kind of problems never happened. Never had the
Um,
chance to see that.
wasn't paying their workers or giving them places to shower or stuff like that, so they all walked out.
Yeah, I mean,
Got to pay your people, right?
yeah, it's work. You must pay your people, and of course, okay, and I get it. I totally get it.
And now the leader of Blue Ridge Rock Fest is hiding
Okay.
with all the money.
Ah, fuck me.
People are still on those all these Reddit pages and on their Instagram pages. They're like, "Where's my money at? I've been waiting to hear back. You guys said we would get refunds." And I'm like, "I already charged back from the bank and got my refund. You guys might as well do the same thing because you ain't getting it back from him."
Yeah, sure, sure.
But this year we're hoping. Where are we wanting to go, hun? Sonic Temple? Yeah, we're trying to go to Sonic Temple this year.
Okay, who plays?
Ah, damn, like a lot of great bands. I wish you guys were playing.
Well,
Hey, maybe someday soon.
someday, yeah, it'll be a dream, really. I can't wait to play in America.
Let me see who's all playing because it was a good lineup. It Slipknot's playing,
Okay.
um, Pantera, Disturbed, Limp Bizkit,
Wow, that's a big thing.
yeah, Judas Priest, Breaking Benjamin, A Day to Remember,
Oh
Falling
my
into
god.
Earth, Sleep Token.
Sleep Token.
They're
Yeah.
good. Rise Against, Seether, In This Moment. They were good. We saw them with Ice Nine Kills, and it was a good show. Mudvayne, we saw them with Rob Zombie. That was
Pain. Wow.
that was an interesting show. He laid down on the ground for 10 minutes. Chad Gray, he laid down on the ground and was talking about, he's like, man, COVID never should have shut down music, man. We should have just kept playing. And he was going on for 10 minutes about how COVID was stupid and how we shouldn't have shut
Oh,
down music and kept going. I was like, you have some controversial statements, sir.
oh, wow. That's a very dangerous position to take. you know.
It was, man. But they were there were a bunch of drunk people there that was like, yeah, whatever he said. Woo!
Let's party. Yeah.
They're like, play dig,
Yeah. Just play whatever.
play happy. But yeah, there's a lot of good bands coming to there. Cypress Hill is playing.
Cypress Hill.
Yeah, so we're getting a
Oh,
little bit of rap in there. We got Polyphia, Architects, uh Black Veil Brides, Tech Nine.
Jesus. That's wow. In Italy, something like that probably will never happen. You know.
Having somebody like Artreu and Tech Nine in the same festival.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be. We had Knotfest this summer. That was a really good festival, and there were Architects, Slipknot, and other bands, but not that big, not many days, just one day. And but yeah, as I said before, we're slowly getting there.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean,
I really hope that something will happen in the next years. But America is different. America is like the place for these kind of festivals.
yeah, of course.
Ah, that's nice.
But back to your dream festival.
Yeah.
Um, next up we gotta ask what what time are you guys gonna play during the set or during the day? Are you guys gonna headline? Are you gonna play in the morning? Are you gonna play in the evening? What's it looking like?
Well, I think that the sweet spot is around 9 9:30 p.m. maybe to 10 p.m. something like that.
It's a good
Yeah,
spot. I like that.
yeah, sweet spot. Um, not sure if I will be headliner because it's my dream festival, so there's a lot of big names in it, and I wouldn't ever put myself after someone like Spirit Box, for example. Uh, so yeah,
I'd
I
put
think
you up
that,
with Spirit.
that I wouldn't be a liner.
I'd put you guys up there with Spirit Box.
Really?
Yeah, you guys are great.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's a big honor to me. Wow. Uh, I'd really love to play with Contortionist.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's my favorite band, but I see that they're not doing much music in the last years. But that would be like a dream to play with them or touring with them.
Well, it's your dream festival, so they're there.
Okay, they came back just for me.
Exactly. The Dream Festival is all for you. So if there's a band that's dead, they're alive again.
Okay, okay, okay.
So we're go ahead and list off a couple bands. Name, I don't know, 10 bands for me that would play at your festival.
I'd say Sleep Token,
Of course.
Spirit Box, for sure. Bring Me the Horizon,
Yes.
and let's see. Um, Maybe Architects, I'd say.
Okay.
And that's a really difficult question, man.
I know. There's just so many bands that could possibly be there.
Yeah, you know, when you have so many bands that you listen to, that when it comes to choose 10 bands, you like your brain shut off.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think at the moment I'd be happy with Bring Me the Horizon, Spirit Box, Sweet Token. For sure, that would be an amazing show.
Cool.
Yeah.
I have not seen Bring Me the Horizon, but I have seen Sleep Token and Spirit Box, and they put on a fantastic show.
Yeah, I've seen Bring Me the Horizon this year. They played in Milan, and that was my first time seeing them. And you know, Bring Me the Horizon is that kind of band that I'm not really listening to a lot, but when I see them live, I've completely fall in love. They made this amazing show, and they came in my top three instantly. And yeah, and this year in February, I mean next year, Spirit Box are coming. Ooh, Alpha Wolf.
Oh, that's a good one.
Alpha Wolf will be in my dream festival for sure.
They put on a heck of a live show, man.
Jesus Christ, man.
Stadium, their guitar player climbs up on top of he climbs up the scaffolding of the stage.
Yeah, yeah, their guitarist is really inspiring to me. Um, Talking about the show, doing that strange stuff with guitar, doing all these cool photos with uncomfortably uh, positions, with
Yeah.
guitars like in the back, thrown in the air, or being, on the wall, whatever. Yeah, they're crazy. I saw them in Milan this year. They just so good, so good.
They're on my list of guests to come on the podcast. Uh, I'm hoping to get them on sometime soon.
Yeah,
Uh,
wow,
Fabian, if you're listening
great,
to this, we want you on the podcast.
wow, that would be great, man.
Yeah. So your festival sounds fun, man. It sounds like a real banger fest right there, and they've got to play all their hit songs that everybody loves. Are there any songs that any deep cuts that you'd like to hear?
Well, if contortionists are playing, they should play for sure something from the first albums, but they're already doing that. So they're my favorite band, of course.
Hmm.
And maybe that would be great, a great cameo if Spirit Box we play something from the Rest of the Beer ones, like a cover thing.
That'd be pretty cool, man.
Because I'm curious to see Courtney singing that stuff. That would be great.
Yeah, she hasn't done that in a long time now.
Yeah, yeah. She was in the Rest of the Beer ones when she was really young. Actually, I think she
Hmm.
was not even 18. I think,
How old is she
but
now?
I should check. I listened to a podcast recently, and she was like, yeah, in her 20s, or maybe younger when she was in I Rested a Beer once.
She is currently 34. You don't look
34.
like, yeah, she's 34, believe it or not.
Jesus Christ.
I don't I don't believe she's 34. She looks a lot younger than that, but
Yeah, a lot younger.
Courtney Stringer, knee LaPlante, what it says on Wikipedia. And we can trust Wikipedia, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean it's free,
There you
so we
go.
can trust it.
Well, final question for the Dream Festival to
Let's
finish
go.
things out here. What are you gonna call your Dream Festival?
Oh God.
I know this is a very tough question. I think
Yeah,
this has stumped everybody that I've asked so far.
yeah. It's a really tough question because the past weeks our manager asked us, "How do you want to call your tour in Europe?" And we were like, uh, "Oh, like we were stuck in that." It was really much easier to decide the title of the album, and naming this kind of events is pretty tough, but I try. It's my dream festival, so I call it the Metalcore Cat Party, I think.
I like it. Metalcore cat party.
With
Oh,
everyone should bring his cat, and you know,
yeah, have them
in
all hang out.
in a perfect world, every cat will be a friend to each other. So that will never happen. But
Well, this is your
it's
dream festival, so it's happening at your festival.
yeah, so that will absolutely be the Metalcore Cat Extravaganza Party.
I love it, man. It sounds like a hell of a fest, man. I love
Yeah.
it. Well, do you have any plugs or shout outs for us to end out our podcast?
Well, I like to absolutely thank you for having us,
Hey,
for
thank
having
you
me
for coming
talking
on.
about my band and my dream festival. And it's really a pleasure. Thank you for being so nice to me, and
Thank you
I
for
really
coming
hope
on.
to come in America as soon as possible to play in a show or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, it would really be a dream, really.
let me know when you come. I'll be
Uh,
there.
thank you so much.
Where can they find you at on the socials?
They can find me um, as Prospective Band
Okay,
on Instagram, and we have also a TikTok page, a Facebook page, of course, and on Spotify, uh, typing Prospective, and I'm Giuseppe Colli, and on Instagram Juicy with the Z, Juicy Beppo, and yeah, these are our socials basically.
I love it, man. Well, thanks again for coming on so much. What song by you guys do you want to have as the outro music?
Alone, since it's my favorite song, I make the rules.
That sounds good, man. Thank you so much again.
Thank you so much. A big pleasure to be here. Thank you so much.
Thank you.